So here's, if you can all see my dashboard?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So landing pages are located within Marketing Autopilot. I'm sorry, no, they're not. They're in Lead Engine. So it's the first tile, and when you have to select your domain, you'll only have your domain there. But I have everybody's just because I'm an admin. So use Sam as an example. You click Start Building, and you right away will get this template. The template always looks the same. It always defaults to the lead generation choice for landing pages, but if you click on this, there's 6 or 7 others. So what we've been utilizing is lead generation if you don't own a video. So that's kind of the main challenge when it comes to the videos for the homes, is obtaining a video that's unbranded. So obviously, if it's your listing, you're going to have a branded video for you. So it will be easy. But when you're trying to promote somebody else's listing, you potentially might not have a video choice. What you could do is you can just do the lead generation and have it go to the unbranded video, but you have to have something to be housed on YouTube. So you actually have to have a physical video if you are going to do a video and lead. So if you're going to choose this video and lead, which is the one I'm going to go through, you're going to click on that. It's still going to similarly say the same thing, but now it has this video, right? So this is just a placeholder. Yeah, it's just a placeholder. So you would have to change it out. So it's similar to how the regular landing pages, the lead generation landing pages, you would want to add a hashtag. I'm going to use Howard Rauschberg's listing on 14th Century Court because I have a video for it. So you would want to hashtag it something appropriate for what you're promoting here. So I'm just going to do, so that's the address of the property. Okay, the submit button text again is what you want this button to say. It defaults to see the list now. It doesn't make sense for what we're promoting here. So what you're
now that Weicker, like I played around with this a little bit, and I clicked on that Weicker Realtors. Like, there's a way still. I know you could change the background. I know you're not there yet, but there's a way of changing that Weicker, right? Like that has
to change that logo.
Okay.
That's one of the only things on the page you can't change.
Okay.
This Weicker logo is not editable, and this information down here is not editable because it's all legal. So this right here, if you enter your cell phone, we will text you cool stuff. It's really bullshit, but it has to be there for whatever reason. I guess maybe it's a KB Core thing. I'm not really 100% sure. You can't change it.
Got it. Okay.
But that information switches into the CRM. It won't.
What does?
No, in other words, I thought maybe, no, I was thinking wrong.
What the only thing that goes into the CRM from this page is an email, a cell phone if they add it.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. So this stuff at the top is just customizing the page itself. So the submit button text, you're going to want, so say we're promoting 14th Century Court, we're probably going to want to say like, see more, or see more photos and video. I mean, the video is going to play here, so maybe not the video because they already have the video. We're going to import the video to here, so maybe just see more photos or see more photos and info, something like that. You want to keep it short too because on mobile it gets cut off if you add too many words. So you want to make sure it's like 5 or 6 words or less, and you can even, you know, just abbreviate info instead of having it be long.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see then it changed it. See more photos. So it's kind of like the call to action button, right? So the URL after login can be whatever you want it to be, but the URL is where you want them to be taken after they put their information in, because they've read everything on your landing page, they looked at your video, you want them to actually see more photos and info. So the best thing for you to do is take them to your website where that home is located. Don't forget your website is attached to 5 MLSs. So even though 14th Century Court is not you're not the listing agent, you can still have somebody search for 14th Century Court on your page, and then they become a buyer lead, right? So what we'll do is we'll start a new tab. We're going to go into Sam's website. Okay. So there's Sam's face, and so then you're going to want to put in. You're going to want to find the listing on Sam's on your own website. So here's 14th Century Court. There's another tour. So if they missed the tour on your landing page, they have it there as well. Here's the price, etc. Okay. If they want even more information, what they could do is they could put in their email, their cell phone, and so they potentially might go into your CRM twice. Once from the landing page and then once from here, depending on, what they decide to do. They might not even put their information in here, but Sam's already going to have the information in her CRM because they added it to the landing page, right?
Right.
So the URL that we want to copy and paste is the website address of the property. So you're going to copy that, go back to your landing page template, and you're going to paste it into here. So what's going to happen when they click this button, it's going to go to this page. Okay, so that's what that means. So the YouTube ID, again, you have to have a copy of the actual video. So it can't be the link to the video, okay? Because the link to the video will not populate in here. It has to be an actual physical video that you own. So again, it's tough to promote other people's property with the video and lead landing page, but if it was your own listing, it would be a little bit easier. So in this case, I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to show you how to use YouTube very briefly. It's very simple to use. They've made it very user friendly. So say you do get an unbranded video. Say you decide to go to the vacant property and take your own video with your phone or whatever, and then you want to upload it to YouTube. You can do that as well. There's no kind of restrictions on that. Obviously you're going to want to watch your language, not say, not curse, and you're going to want to keep it as professional as possible. But you can even do that in this case. Obviously you would want to talk to the listing agent first to let them know that you're doing this.
And now you don't have, like you're saying, talk to the listing agent. Like you still could use a video that you did promoting their listing on. Okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely would want to get, like in this case, you would want to, reach out to Howard and say, hey, I'm going to say 14th Century Court is not vacant, but if it was, or if the homeowners were, say, away for a month or something, and you wanted to go, take a video. Obviously with COVID, it's a little bit more challenging, doing a video of a home that people live in. But some people might be okay with you just stopping by and doing a quick video. Anything to sell a house, they're looking to sell their house, but you obviously will want to contact Howard and let him know, hey, you know what, I want to promote your Century Court. I see it's a good home. I think that I can sell it. I think I have buyers. You want to do a video. So you can absolutely do that. Obviously, if he says no, just don't do it.
Right.
But I
get the link.
wouldn't say no. I know him. He wouldn't say no.
Right.
So,
yeah, but he would probably have a video, or if he didn't have one, he would probably.
Well, the thing is, he has a video, but it's branded to him.
Right.
And I'm going to show you that right now. But again, it's tough to get a video of something that's not your own listing, right? So I know a lot of people are, trying to get their name out. They're just starting out, just kind of like you, Jerry, and Sam's kind of like in the middle of the road too, trying to get listings, doing buyers, whatever. So I think that once you're, especially newbies, trying to get their name out there and get clients, I think, promoting other people's property, especially with somebody like Howard, he's a little bit older, he's not kind of going out as much. He would absolutely be fine. Joanna Albanese too is always good with that. He always has condo listings and stuff like that. So I'm just using it as an example. So it's a way to get your name out there. Right? So say you did go out and get your video done, you can upload it here. The little button on YouTube that says create. Okay, you would click on create and you would upload video. It's very simple. You would just upload it as you would any other file. it takes slightly longer depending on how long it is. But you quick select file, it takes you through prompts, and then you just upload it. So for our sake, I'm just going to show you what I did. I have uploaded Howard's branded video to our page here.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. I'm going to click on it. And it's branded to him. So obviously Sam wouldn't want to use it, but just for our purposes, so I can show you what happens, I'm just going to use it. So what you're going to want to do is you have to, so what the landing page is asking for is different than this area. This was asking for a URL. This is only asking for an ID. Okay, so it doesn't want the whole website address. What it wants is just the ID of that video that's housed on YouTube. And the way to find that, and this is the kind of confusing part, it's anything within this URL, it's anything after the equal sign and before the and sign. Okay, again, so it's after the equal sign and before the and sign. Okay, typically that's the naming structure that YouTube uses, and it's typically a weird combination of letters, numbers, you know, even special characters might be in there. There might be an exclamation point here and there. They need to make it unique. And you know, there's probably millions and millions of videos on YouTube, so they have to make it as unique as possible. So that's why this landing page is asking for that unique identifier. Okay, so you're going to want to just select that part of the URL. You're going to copy that. You're going to go back to your landing page and you're going to click paste. So what you're going to see then is going to populate. Okay, so again, you see that Howard, it's specifically branded to Howard, unfortunately, so Sam wouldn't necessarily want to use it. You know, she doesn't want people to navigate away from her. So, you know, she wouldn't want somebody to call the listing agent, because then she loses the whole point of the landing page, right?
I'm looking at my landing page now, Steph.
Yeah.
And that part goes in after the URL box. It says URL.
Mm-hmm. So there's the URL box, and then there's the YouTube box. There's two separate boxes.
I don't have a YouTube box.
Okay, so you have to make sure that you were clicked on video plus lead, not lead generation. So the first box has to be video plus lead. That's the type of landing page we're using. So if you were just going to say something that you don't have a video for, which might be the case, you would just use that lead generation one. So you wouldn't have to worry about a video.
Now I got it.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
So then moving forward, so then you're going to see the next space is require phone or not. So basically you're saying, do you want to make somebody put their phone number in, or are you going to leave it optional? My opinion, and as a marketing professional, my opinion is to leave it optional, because you don't want to deter people. Sometimes people want to don't want to put their phone number because they know you're either going to text them a bunch of stuff or call them. Potentially, obviously, that's ultimately what you do want to do as a salesperson, but you don't want to push them away yet. Okay?
Right. You don't want to scare them.
You don't want to scare them. It's totally up to you.
A lot of people prefer emails.
Right. So the email is required always, but now the cell phone, you're making it optional. If you wanted to make it required, you would click this on. But we don't want to do that, so we're just going to leave it to how it is, okay?
So if it's required, it won't, in other words, it won't send us anything if they don't fill in the
No, you'll get their email.
Okay.
All right. Get their email, because the email is required field, but they're not gonna. I mean, they could put a fake cell phone number in if they wanted to. They probably won't do that.
It does tell you, like, I know, like, somebody put a fake number in one time for me.
Yeah.
I got a big red X. Like,
right, yeah, it shows you that it wasn't validated. It shows you that it wasn't validated. I mean, but sometimes even my cell phone number, which is a real cell phone number, mine comes up on not able to be validated also.
Oh, weird.
I think only mostly because it's in my maiden name, potentially. So it doesn't match the email, like Stephanie.Locino@gmail, and my cell phone is still registered under my maiden name. That's how I've had it for I've had it for forever. So
Mm.
Right. That
my name actually still comes up, Stephanie Wayne, like for people. I mean, they only know because a lot of people still know me by that, by that name. Anyway, so so you require phone, don't require phone. It's totally up to you. The next one is what you were asking me about backgrounds. So you can leave it with this chick face, or what you might want to do, especially because you're promoting a property specifically, you would probably want to have the main photo from MLS. So what you would do is you need to grab the MLS number, not the photo. So just the MLS number. You're going to copy that. Go to your landing page, click on the background arrow, and it's the last choice. So it's primary MLS image, okay? And then you just paste it in there. That's the easy part. So it automatically will change the background to the main photo on MLS.
So
it's just an extra nice thing to do.
So it has to be the first photo though, right, on the MLS?
It's the only one it will grab, yeah.
Got it.
You can't. Well, I mean, you can, be super creative and, you can do a custom background, but the photo of the custom background has to be housed someplace online, right? Because it's grabbing it from a website. So if you click on custom background, it's asking you for the URL of the background image. So if you're savvy enough, which I think some people are, you can actually go to MLS and grab the MLS URL of the photo that you want. You could do that, but I mean the front photo is fine. I think because they're also going to have the video there. I mean, really, I mean, I know some homes don't have the best curb appeal. Maybe you would want to do like a living room shot or a backyard shot, if depending. But for the most part, the front image is enough. Especially when you're just promoting a home, a specific home.
Yeah. The kitchen one's really pretty that they have.
This kitchen?
Was it the kitchen or the living room? One of them that this
condo is pretty, but it's high priced.
Mhm.
So I think he's having trouble selling it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit high. It's on the 585, I think. So all of this stuff in here is all editable. This is all filler text. So if you're not going to edit it, delete it. You're going to want to have a headline. So when you're creating this landing page, think on the eyes of the consumer. What do you want them to know about this property? So it's kind of like the highlights. You don't have to like copy and paste the whole description, but you're going to want to do the highlights and why somebody will want to put their information in and get more info. Think on those terms that this is an online ad for this house. Okay, so
let me ask you, when they get to this point, do they already know what they're looking for? Like, is there, like they've already searched the house, let's say, so I can put like location there or something along those lines?
Well, because what we're going to do is at the end, we're going to post on Facebook. So the posting on the Facebook, you're going to post your information, and your post is going to say, hey, you're interested in a house in Changebridge or a condo in Changebridge, click below for more. So at that point, you've already gotten them to click something. So
right.
So to answer your question, yes, they already do kind of know what they're looking at.
Okay.
So gorgeous condo in Changebridge, 14th century core. Again, this is all what you decide.
Mm-hmm.
You could do this also like for an open house, right? I mean, like
you can do an open house, yeah.
Like say, hey, come to my open house.
Yeah, I was doing open house, but then I realized that then they can only use it once.
Right.
So what I was doing is when I was doing Howard's open houses, I was just using the same landing page that had no date on it, and then within the post itself I was saying open house July 9th 1 to 4.
Yeah.
So I wasn't, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, it depends on how many open house. I mean, it really is up to you. I mean, I like being able to utilize the same landing page more than once for people, because it is time consuming to do these landing pages, especially if you mess up, you delete it by accident, whatever the case may be. You just, So I'll show you what I did. So asking price, I think it's 585. You don't have to put the price. I'm just using that as filler. So you get the idea. All of these things are customizable. Okay.
Yeah. Bedrooms, baths.
So pretend like we added everything, right? We're done. Okay. We feel good about our landing page.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to add the lead type is obviously buyer. You're looking for buyers for this condo. And then you're going to click save. So what happens when you click save, this other box comes up and it basically says, are you sure? Like, this is your last chance to make changes, because once you say okay, you would have to start all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Keep eye on spelling, keep eye on your verbiage, like make sure commas are in the right place, just edit it as much as possible before you click save, because it's final. So we're going to say, okay, we're good with it, right? So now this is what our landing page looks like. The video automatically plays.
Right.
So here's our landing page. Automatically, the green share button comes up in the left-hand corner. You click that, share. It brings up the 4 platforms that you can share this on. You can only share it on these 4 platforms because a couple of the social media platforms does not allow auto posting. Instagram is one of them. So there is a way to share it on Instagram. That's a totally different training. So let's use Facebook, because I think that's most widely used and easy to use. If you have Twitter, you can do it on Twitter. Don't forget, on Twitter there's a 160 character limit, including spaces, so you got to be careful with that. And then there's LinkedIn and Pinterest if you guys utilize that. I don't utilize either one of those for marketing, but I'm sure you could. So let's just use Facebook for our purposes. So you're going to click on Facebook, and it's automatically going to open a window, and it's automatically going to prompt you to post it on your personal Facebook page. Obviously, most people would want to post it on their business page or their real estate page. So
Right.
you're going to click. You could do it on your personal page, totally fine, up to you. You can't boost it. You cannot boost it on your personal page.
Right.
You can sponsor it and add money to it, but the best thing to do is just to do it through your real estate page. This way there's no problem. So you're going to click share to newsfeed or story, and then you're going to share on a page you manage. So you find the page. I manage a couple of pages, but let's go to my real estate page, which is not live. I just use it for training. So here's where you can post something. Again, you're going to want somebody to click on this, because what we want them to do is put their info in on the bottom of the landing page. So you're going to say something like, if you're having an open house, say open house this weekend, 14th Century Court, Montville. Gorgeous condo, spelled right. Gorgeous condo in the Changebridge section. I guess that's desirable.
Mm-hmm.
Click below for more. That's it. Something like that. Just make them click on it.
Right.
The whole purpose is you're trying to advertise this house and yourself, and you want them to click on it. Always, and I've just started telling people this too, because I realize I haven't been promoting this, but make sure you always add your name and phone number wherever you can. Okay? Even if they're going to click below, they might just call you first. They might just call you right away. They might not even want to click on anything. They might just say, yeah, that's where I want to live. I'm going to call her. Okay? You can say click below for more, or call me at blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is coming from Sam, so it will be on Sam's real estate page, so people will know they're calling Sam. They're not calling, the listing agent, because at this point, the listing agent isn't even listed anywhere. Okay, it's showing Sam's name.
Mm-hmm.
So then you go, okay. Then the window goes away. What you're going to want to do at that point is, especially if it's your own listing, I mean, you guys decide on what kind of money you want to spend. I don't know how you guys are with spending money on other people's listings, but say you did want to spend money on somebody else's listing. you can actually boost it on Facebook. So then what you're gonna do is, we're done with the landing page. Real quick, before I get away from landing pages, you're gonna wanna save the landing page URL. Just
Yeah, that's
save
what I was gonna ask.
because if you ever want to use it again, it's hard to find it again. So what I've been doing is I've been copying the URL and I've been pasting it into a Word document.
Right, that's a good idea.
You know, so
Yeah.
I'm just
That's a good idea.
yeah. So I've done just a few. If I ever wanted to use it again, I could just see I have a Word document and I've made a bunch of different ones for people, and you just paste it.
Oh, that's excellent. Say, I was making landing page.
Yeah, this way you can just go back to that and you can reshare it if you want.
No, that's great.
Yeah, so if you
That's
don't have a date on it, if there's like you don't, like I was saying, if you want to put an open house date on it, you can, but then you can only use it that one time, or so it really depends on
But
what you
can you go back to that landing page and edit? No,
No.
you have to start all over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is so much better because
Once you save it, it's done.
It's stuck. Okay.
Okay. So that's it for the landing page itself. So that's all complete. We're good with it. So now you're going to want to go to your Facebook page. You're going to want to navigate to your page where you just posted it. So it would probably be your real estate page. So I'm going to go on mine. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down and you're going to find the post that you just did, which is right here. Okay. So 1 minute ago, open house this weekend, blah, 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 blah. And this is the post. But what you want to do is, unfortunately, when you post something on Facebook, it only goes to your followers. So one of your followers might be the buyer of this condo, but potentially there might be somebody else out there. So again, you might want to throw some money at it. I don't like to tell people to spend money if there's no way for me to know if it works or not.
honestly,
I just hope.
I did it a lot, and I found that if you like what I was doing was I did like $5 for 5 days, and then I'd see how much I got there, and then the next week I did like $10 for 5 days, and then I kind of see the difference because it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, again,
In the views,
any
absolutely.
ad, whether it's an online ad or an ad in a magazine, an ad on a highway, the more money you spend, the more people are going to see it, right?
You know, I like to boost because you can narrow it down to where you want to boost it to.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a different scenario than advertising in a newspaper or a magazine, and that you really are able to control who sees it, like what area of the world.
Right.
Yeah. So do you guys feel comfortable with the boosting part of it? So you good with all of that?
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with boosting. I'm promoting the ad and things like that.
Right. Well, that was the whole training. So if you guys are good with it, I don't have to go further. But do you guys have any questions about it? Yeah, go ahead.
So like what I was doing a lot before, I did do the landing page, but I also was doing just going to my website and copying this from the main page onto Facebook. You think that you're finding people to get better with this actual landing page because you think they're more serious versus like I have a lot of people like in my sphere in my KV course specifically because I've shared my website on my Facebook so much that like they're just curious, I think, like what I'm up to kind of a thing, and they're not like real leads.
I think when you're going out setting off to make the landing page, definitely define who you want it to be for, right? So when you're creating any kind of ad, whether it's for an online ad and a magazine, you definitely want to craft it with your audience in mind, right? So you want to make sure that, so if you're just promoting your website, just put the URL of your main page. But it's a good thing to do also, and I don't even want to go further, but you can make a video of your screen. So if you ever wanted to do something where you are promoting your website specifically, you can actually share your screen in a video. So if you want to show somebody how to use your website, there's a lot of like little things that they can click on and do. So that's another nice thing that you could do with the video plus lead. yeah, you're sending it to your sphere, but they might be able to share it on their Facebook, right?
Yeah, that's what I try to get them.
Yeah.
That's
So you might want to let your sphere know, hey, I know you know that I'm a real estate agent with Weicker, but do you think you can share it with your people? How would you feel comfortable? The best compliment you can give me is a referral. Lead with that. Or something.
Mm.
So if you're looking for referrals specifically, that might be a way to
yeah.
promote it.
Interesting.
So obviously always have your audience and your advertising thinking cap in mind when you're going and doing these landing pages. Obviously if you need somebody to bounce ideas off of, feel free, because I kind of like think that way already.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking in marketing versus sales, so it's kind of like two
That
different
helps. Oh yeah, that
thinking
helps.
caps.
'Cause I don't want to push it so much where I'm like, click on my website and they're just clicking on it to see stuff. Like, I'd rather, like, these internet leads are like so much harder because they take so much longer because it's easier to just be curious on the internet than it is to like be curious going to like an open house. So I feel like every internet lead that I've gotten, like, oh, I'll look like in like 5 months to a year. So it's like they're a lot longer. So I've been having a lot of leads come from my website on Facebook into my system, but it's just not going anywhere because they're just curious.
Which is great too, because then you can kind of utilize those campaigns a little bit more.
Right.
There are some campaigns in there that are kind of long and drawn out. So like you were saying last week when we did our one-on-one, I think that the more you stay in front of them, the internet leads specifically, I'm saying,
The better.
the better, because who cares if they unsubscribe, because they really weren't a client yet anyway.
Right.
So people do, for the most part, people are stupid, but you have to think that people have to know once you click on somebody's ad that they're going to get something from it.
Right.
I mean, how many times have you like put 3 things in your shopping cart on Amazon and then your shopping cart follows you around on the rest of your websites?
Right.
Yeah.
People do know at this point that
That's
when
what
they're
it's-
clicking on a real estate ad, especially ones that says sponsored on Facebook, they have to know that they're getting thrown into some kind of,
Yeah.
something that's going to follow up with them.
Okay.
And it's their choice at that point to unsubscribe. They can unsubscribe, they can keep getting it. You never know. They might turn into something, and that's kind of the point of this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little bit more in your face, Facebook.
If they unsubscribe on any of the emails, will it notify me?
Yeah.
I don't know if it notifies you, but you can go into your CRM
And see if they're open.
yeah, you
I
can
got
see if they have
one.
unsubscribed or not.
Okay.
You get something, Sam? You get an email?
I did. I got one person that I had from like a long time ago on an open house. Just recently, they just unsubscribed, and I got an email just saying they unsubscribed, but they did say I keep getting it, so they must have unsubscribed on their end, but not. I don't know if I have to do something, but she emailed me and I just kind of archived her.
She might be in your CRM more than once.
That could be it too. That probably could be it too. Because she unsubscribed. I'm like, if you unsubscribed, it should be gone. Like, you shouldn't be getting anything else from me.
Well, but if she's in there multiple times, so the system is supposed to scrub it, in that if there's duplicate emails, it won't create a duplicate record. But for whatever reason, say one of the screens has her cell phone number and the other one has her home number as her number, it potentially might have created 2 contact screens for her.
Right.
So you might just want to do some, what they call CPR on your contacts, and just make sure that you go into her, search for her name, and see if there's multiple people, and you can actually unsubscribe her.
Okay. Yeah, I did that for her. I just did it on my end.
You can unsubscribe for her.
Got it.
I think that was happening to other people, but that's my troubleshooting advice on that. Just make sure they only have one screen. If they only have one contact screen, that's a KV4 support question at that point, because there might be some kind of error, like in the transmission. Somebody else emailed me that they were having trouble, but I just think that it was just they just didn't understand what to do.
Yeah, because I think after that I didn't have anything else from her, so I'm assuming it was fine.
I mean, for the most part, and you can so if somebody unsubscribes and then they decide that they want to resubscribe, you can resubscribe them. They can't resubscribe themselves. Like what will happen is if they try to go onto your website and resubscribe to like a search word or something, it will tell them you've already unsubscribed. So they would either have to use a different email or you would have to physically go into their record and resubscribe, which I've had to do for myself because I unsubscribed.
I was gonna say, because I thought you unsubscribed. I did get an email from yours, and then just now, because you went on my website, I got an email saying you are reactive somehow.
Yeah, but so I don't know if I'm reactivated actually in your CRM.
Archived contact moved to active. So I guess
so that's it. That doesn't change. That doesn't change my unsubscribing. It just it's just my status changed.
So that will automatically change your status.
Yeah. Not for Weicker Lead Network leads, just for your own personal leads. So I probably became a lead in your system because I've gotten on your website and I've helped you with other things.
Got it.
You're not the only real estate agent I get emails from. I try to delete myself as often as possible, but it's very, very time consuming because I go on a lot of people. I get 50 different things from Deb Monticello. Because her and I are best buds.
Oh, that's too funny.
I got her a list of agents to market her property to. 400 agents. I got her a list of 400 agents yesterday. I think we're best friends now.
Oh,
that's excellent. But that's excellent.
Yeah, she needs to get that listing out of her hair. She's so done.
I feel for her. I really do.
She wants to have an open house. She wants to have an open house pool party without the maid knowing. We're going to invite clowns. We're going to get a bouncy house. We're gonna have a bartender. We're gonna have bartenders. We're gonna have men in G-strings running around.
Oh, I'm there.
Now, I don't know. We got to do something.
The house is amazing. Amazing.
It needs work.
It's Governor Hills. It doesn't need as much work as you think. Because
What's the address?
I know.
25 Trafalgar. It's in Livingston.
Yeah. In Livingston, Governor Hills.
Livingston. The Governor Hills.
How much?
It's like 2.99, which it was $2.9.
They
got a $250,000 price cut. Oh my God, it's beautiful. It does
need work though. It's very 80s-ish.
You know what I think scares people away is that it has a Tudor look on the outside with the cedar roof.
Yeah.
And
it's beautiful though.
It's not what people are used to, but it's beautiful.
It's going to take a specific buyer, and it's niche to me. I mean, I'm not a real estate maven, not even close, but looking at it from a consumer marketing point of view, it's definitely. You can't just market it to anybody. It has. That's why I told them you need to go to real estate agents. You need to go to agents specifically. Start marketing business to business. Okay, take business to business mode for a second. That's what I said to her yesterday on our training. I said you need to get that property off your brain because you're done with it. So let's figure out how to sell it. I'll help you.
Yeah.
She doesn't have like the know-how really at this point. So I'm trying to give her like anything that I can. So I'm helping her get agents.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
It's all Weicker.
Because Jamie Silverman, she's a top agent for another company. I think she used to be Weicker, but she was talking with her, and she had a few different buyers because she works in that price range.
All right, so maybe she'll be able to get something.
I hope so.
Easy.
Yeah, so we got to think of how to help her get that sold. She just wants to
honestly, even agents in like Essex, like by now.
I put in Ari Datum, just agents at Weicker. It just spit out like 400 agents, and I just threw it in her CRM for her. So we're gonna market it through her CRM with just some kind of email.
Also, like especially because there's a lot of people coming from New York. Hit the big agencies in New York, like Corcoran. I know, like we tried to get that house in Rockaway sold forever. It was like 1.2, and it wasn't a 1.2 house, but it attracted like a New Yorker that just wanted to come here to have more property. And we sent it over to Corcoran, And, you know, we got a couple responses that way because they have those clients in that
Yeah.
range.
So how did you do that, Sam? You sent it to
Corcoran Real Estate Group is a big company out in New York.
New York or Cochran or
Yeah,
whatever.
Corcoran, however you say it.
Yeah.
Probably saying it wrong. But like I went in and I got all their email addresses and we did a lifestyle video. So like, for instance, me and Jackie's grandkids were playing in the pool and then like we're on the grill, whatever. And I took the video and just sent it to the agents in Corcoran Group
That's a great idea.
because
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
because-
they're out there. New Yorkers have so many buyers that are just in that price range.
I
That,
like
Yeah.
the business to business plan
Yeah.
of these houses. I
Millions of
think that the
nothing.
business to business plan, you know, which is how $1 Million Listing does it, right? They, for the most part, they typically just have brokers opens, right?
brokers
They don't
opens,
have-
yeah.
they don't
just
have
like
open
that.
houses for the general public because the houses are not meant for general public to be walking
Be walking through.
showpieces and they're so you know that's how they do it. And that's kind of weird to say. That's where I got the idea from for her house. I was like,
Yeah.
well, it doesn't sound like this house is for any buyer. You know, you really need to market to real estate agents that
Yeah.
potentially might know somebody who might know somebody, etc. You know,
Yeah,
let's
absolutely.
start there. And you know, it's a very simple idea. I mean, it's not anything. You know, I didn't go to college to get that idea. I just
No, I get it all the time on my phone. Like I get like Crawford's.
I get so much stuff. I'm not even a real estate agent. I'm registered at the state as a real estate agent because I took the exam. I get
Yeah.
All of
so
it.
much stuff.
Yep.
First of all, I get recruited all the time.
Oh
But
yeah.
then
Yeah.
now I'm getting people trying to sell, look at this
That's another
house,
place to
Right.
sell.
especially from other Weikerts now. Because I must be
Yeah.
listed. I must be listed someplace in White. I'm a referral agent. I guess.
Yeah.
So, it's just a simple idea. So we're gonna look at that in the next day or two. So, but yeah, Sam, if you know anybody, that definitely.
Yeah, I'll try to think.
Sure.
Definitely try to see if I could think of something. I'll let her know.
Yeah, that's cool. So, you guys have any other questions for me?
There was a question that has nothing to do with this, but maybe you know the answer. If the lead goes to Weicker relocation, how do you know that they got it, or do you know?
What do you mean?
Like, isn't her listing supposed to go to Weicker Relo? Like they have a relocation
I don't know.
department?
Maybe
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
But
Missy.
that's a Missy question. Yeah, I'm not sure how all of that works, to be honest. I mean, I think that if a lead comes in from Weichert.com for a listing, I thought it was supposed to go to the listing agent first.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought, but I'm even
But
100% sure
We
how
have
that
we
works.
Weicker has a department that does relocations.
Well,
for
I know
people.
that. Yeah, I know that part, but I'm not sure.
How it works.
I guess if they're coming from another state, I don't know
Yeah.
exactly how that works, to be honest. I
Yeah.
don't know the specifics of all of that.
Is it you're talking about the relocation?
Yeah.
I just dealt with an agent that was I was trying to figure out how she got it because it was Weicker owned the property itself and somehow it was a Remax agent that represented a Weicker property.
That's weird.
I was like, because I called her, I'm like, wait a minute, Weicker is the seller? Because I did it off the tax record. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, but you're a Remax agent. Why would that not go to a Weicker agent?
That's weird.
Dealing with top agents.
I don't know how that works, Jerry, to be honest. You definitely talk to Missy. She might at least be able to point you in the direction of somebody who might know.
Yeah, I have to call her after this anyway. I'm getting the Ocean County and the Jersey Shore MLS. It's Ocean and Monmouth County, and she has to help me. I guess she has to sign a piece of paper. But if anybody needs to use it, or if you know anybody that needs some information on it, I should have it soon.
Oh, cool.
That's cool. Yeah, Missy, she's away this week, so reach out.
Yeah,
to
I don't
her.
want. Oh, that's right. I don't want to
Yeah.
bother her.
Yeah, unless it's an emergency. Just
No,
wait
this is
Monday.
no emergency.
She'll be back Monday.
Yeah, when she comes back, she just has to sign off on something.
Well, that's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
You have a lot of clients down there?
I do. I have a lot of stuff going on down there, and I like for the summertime, so I get people that like to.
let me know if you got anything in LBI.
Well, I'll check it out when I get it. I'm sure there's tons of things on there.
One of my best friends is an agent at LBI.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
She works for Mary Allen Realty.
Oh, Mary Ellen.
Yeah.
That's who my mom's used for 30 years.
Yeah, she's been working there, I don't know, I guess 2 years. She's the one who kind of pushed me towards doing real estate. I actually borrowed her book to do this.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I need a house in LBI.
She's doing all rentals though. She's doing all rentals. I mean, once in a while we'll get a sale, but she's doing all rentals.
Mary Ellen, right?
Yeah, Mary Ellen.
Yeah, because we rent a house in LBI. I leave Saturday, and she does my mom's every year.
Oh, you are? That's so cool.
Yep, I go Saturday because my grandpa has a house right on the bay, but we don't all fit.
Do you ever go to Kelly's Old Barney?
I've never been to LBI.
It's on the Barnegat. It's on the
Oh, it's
Barnegat
the other side. See, I'm like Manahawkin is where my grandpa has the house, but then we stay over in Ship Bottom.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice.
Yeah, that's where my girl's living now. Ship Bottom. She's renting a house there, like permanently. She like moved down there permanently. Even
I
in
would
off season.
do it. It's just winter's very depressing there.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
she likes it. She likes it. She has her dog. She has her daughter. She has her dog. She has her daughter. She has her husband. Actually, still lives up this way.
Mm-hmm.
They're like he's working up here. She's living down there. It's weird. And she just sold her house in Jefferson. She had a house in Jefferson. She just sold it.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all right. Well, have a good trip, and I'm not going to talk to you next week.
Yeah. No, well, I'm gonna work, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, if you want to go on the training next week, I'm going to be doing squeeze pages.
Oh, cool. I'll probably join that then.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing I did Friday. I'll send out an email with the links for the following week. That's the best way to do it, I think.
Sounds good.
I don't know if I'm gonna stick to the same times. I might do maybe one additional morning. I don't know if people are wanting to do the afternoons.
Whatever works.
The mornings work for me better anyway. It's just Wednesday we can't because of Missy's meeting. But you know, so maybe I'll do Monday and Tuesday morning instead of Tuesday afternoon.
Cool.
So just maybe more people will join. I think that. So yeah, so that's something. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys joining the meeting. I think this is gonna work a lot better.
No, this is
great.
great.
And I'm gonna send out a recording just in case we need to look at it again.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Have a good week, you guys. Take care.
Bye bye. Have a good time down the shore.
Thank you.